Today, I want you to know that I celebrate you, and each passing day, I get to understand what it means to be a woman. There's a lot. As you grow, you see more. Congratulations. You are wonderful. You are capable of doing things that you cannot imagine. You are more than your imagination. God bless you. Happy celebrations to you all. Thank you all.
Hello beautiful people, you're welcome back to our channel. The Ooni of Ife's wife, Queen Naomi, has dropped a bombshell as she declared her marriage to Ooni of Ife ended. The royal union between the Ooni of Ife Oba Adeyeye Neto Ogunwusi and Queen Naomi is over. The marriage, which has been fraught with controversies, produced one-year-old son. The Queen took to social media on Thursday and announced the end of the 3-year-old marriage. She wrote, "I bless the Lord Almighty for His faithfulness in the last 3 years of my marriage. In life's journey, it isn't how far, still how well. Indeed, though Satan should buffet if trials should come, I have this blessed assurance controlling all situations and saying to me, it is well with my soul. Certainly it is well. I made my journey into the ancient throne of Ife with faith in my heart and love for the keeper of it. Few impressions I would love to correct. If anyone knows otherwise, they are free to come up with facts. Let it be known that this decision to move on did not come because His Majesty is married to another queen. As many would love to assume, throughout our life as a couple, I was the only married wife to him. There were side attractions, but it was never an issue. I never approached him with any revelation of any sort, as many believed he contacted me first and made his proposal known several months later. The marriage was not an arranged one, as many have misconstrued. I never knew the prophetess said to have introduced me to him. Instead, he introduced her to me after I agreed to marry him. I was only being polite out of respect for him. I have never been pregnant all my life before Tadenikawo. My son is my first ever pregnancy with medical reports to back it up. The girl who is said to be my daughter is my niece. I did my best to endure and make it work. Many times I smiled through the struggle, but I finally realized I had just one assignment, my son, and when God is done, He is done. He chose Saul to be king, and when he was done, he told the prophet Samuel, I have moved on. Religion was never an issue between us. Please refer to my interview on News Central TV. Instead, His Majesty has a picture he would love the world to see and perceive him as another one, which is his true self. Today, I announce the beginning of a new dawn and the close of a chapter. Today, I am a mother to God's unique gifts. I am no longer a slave to my thoughts of perfection. I, at this moment, announce that I shall no longer be referred to as wife to the Ooni of Ife or as Queen of Ile-Ife, but as the Queen of the people and mother of my adorable prince. It is God's way of saying I know about it all. In situations like this, there would be aggrieved persons. I, at this moment, appeal to all parties involved to allow the peace of God with a conscience that there is a lovely little boy between us. I thank all my prayer partners and loved ones." This was what the Queen Shilekunla, wrote on her official Instagram page. According to Kemi Filani News, first, contrary to what is being peddled by the Queen that she left the monarch, sources from the palace revealed that Queen Naomi and her family were sent packing from the ancient palace of Ile-Ife. The former Queen Shilekunla could not cope with the other queens ayabas in the palace, though she was the only one who was allowed to be featured as the queen and her dress as the Yeluwa. There were other queens who bore cakes for the Ooni in the palace. As a matter of fact, one of the queens had a baby before Queen Naomi had Prince Tadenikawo. Aside the 7 ayabas in the palace, a few more women might soon join to increase the already intimidating harem. There is the issue of Queen Naomi's mom, who was always at loggerhead with palace staff and some of the queens. She always had one misunderstanding or the other with everyone in the palace. Meanwhile, Queen Naomi was also taking side with her mom and sister, who lived with her in the palace. They all packed their luggage to the palace since the marriage was consummated 3 years ago. There was a time the formerly Akure-based Naomi's family was waging war against Queen Ashley, but the intervention of the Ooni put a stop to that. A palace source disclosed exclusively to Kemi Ashifon. However, the brouhaha was ongoing when Queen Naomi and her family left the palace even before the monarch's coronation anniversary. She was conspicuously absent during the 6th anniversary celebration, and she even refused to put up a congratulatory message for the Ooni concerning the anniversary celebration. Queen Naomi, who was said to be taking side with her mom, who was sharing the same apartment with her daughter. Of course, the Ooni wasn't comfortable with the presence of the mom, who was alleged to be demanding money and more from her daughter, who would run to the monarch for such. Though the Ooni obliged a few times, he became uncomfortable with such demands and refused the last time, which led to a misunderstanding and she threatened to leave. Of course, she carried out her threat and moved out of the palace with her family. A palace source revealed exclusively to Kemi Ashifon. This time, the Ooni didn't bother to beg her to stay. He must have been tired of Naomi and her family, especially her mom. Therefore, he was said to have locked Queen Naomi's apartments in the palace and kept the keys. The queen took to social media on Thursday and announced the end of the 3-year-old marriage. And the marriage, which was solemnized in 2018, produced 1-year-old son, Prince Tadenikawo. And many people have therefore reacted to this bombshell the Queen Naomi released on her Instagram page.